darlings, this is Christina at Makeup Box FYI, and today I have another special Chanel treat. I have actually been waiting for this launch for at least a year. So it's going to be the Waterfresh Tint blush. That one I believe was released like a year ago, but only in certain Asian countries. And then the Waterfresh Tint that actually has more coverage. So I love the Waterfresh Tint. It's actually my favorite foundation. And so I'm gonna do a comparison of those two. And yeah, so I'm really excited and I hope you guys are too. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm gonna go over is the Waterfresh, and actually I apologize, it's called something else. Okay, so this is the Beige Touch de Tint Waterfresh Complexion Touch. That's what it's called. And so from what I understand, it is not a replacement for the Beige Waterfresh Tint. So online, you won't be able to order any of the standard ones, so the regular Beige Waterfresh Tint, but it's because of other reasons, they say, like probably like shipping, you know, getting the supply of whatever the ingredients they need to create it. So this is in addition to, which is great because I love the Waterfresh Tint. And even if I like this, I'm not sure. We're gonna try it out, but I feel like it's always gonna be a staple in my collection. So I wear B50. Now in comparison, so I wear B50 in all the foundations, so I got B50. And the other Beige Waterfresh Tint, they didn't have those kind of options. So this one definitely has a wider range of colors, which is excellent. So more diverse skin tones can use it. This one just comes in a couple, I wanna say 3 or 4, and this one's in light deep. So you can see I'm almost out of this one. So it was perfect timing that this one came out. I was kind of waiting for it actually before I refilled this one. So I'm going to just show you a little bit of this consistency. So this is the consistency. So you see it's very thick actually. It doesn't run off too much. And I'm just gonna rub it in. Ooh, already I can see this has more pigment. That's a nice color. This is a really nice color. I was actually a little nervous. I was like, should I get B40, B50? But I figured let me stay true to the other foundation I already have with Chanel, which was B50. And I think that was excellent because this is actually the perfect color. So what I'm gonna do is one side of my face with this one, which is the new Beige, and then I'll do the other side with the Waterfresh Tint. But first let me show you the consistency of the Waterfresh Tint. So this one, as you can see, is a little runnier right off the bat. Okay, it's kind of falling down, and I'll rub it so you can see pigments. As you can see, it's a lot more watery based, which is what they actually talk about. It's a water-based foundation, so it's supposed to help with more moisture, but already I could feel it. It's so much more runny. So with the Waterfresh Tint, what the nice thing, it's like your skin but better. So it's not meant for heavy coverage, it's very light coverage. So especially during like the summer, I actually wear it year round, but if you're not trying to necessarily cover up a lot, you just want to make your skin tone a little more even, these are perfect. I can already see, I mean, the tones are similar. Okay, it's hard to see in the camera, but this is the Waterfresh Tint and this is the new Beige Complexion Touch. Sorry, yeah, Complexion Touch. So I'm gonna actually place it on my face. So Complexion Touch, Waterfresh Tint, here we go. I'm told you need to break it up first, just like I did there. And I have a brush already. My wonderful SA Christine actually gave this to me. I don't know if it was this year or last, in like just one of the packages because she's just so sweet like that. So I love it. It's perfect. So let's see. And the only thing I have on right now, honestly, is my Elta MD. I always wear sunscreen, and this is the tinted. So this kind of just gives your skin very, very, like barely anything coverage, but it's a SPF of 46. So if there's ever one thing you want to do for your skin, it's wear SPF every day. And I'm in Southern California, so I absolutely need to wear it, and I wish I started younger. But you live and you learn. And it's a total misconception that Black people don't need to wear sunscreen. Ooh, this is nice. So you see this half of my face versus one that doesn't have anything. So I didn't even put concealer on, so I know I'm looking a little crazy, but supposedly if you get a lighter color, it should help with being a concealer. So I've seen some of the YouTubers do that. Now I already have concealer that I like, so I'm not gonna do that. But if you do have like dry skin or anything like that, crepey under eyes, that may be a good way to go, to do a lighter color than your skin. So that was like just two pumps. I don't even think you really need 2 pumps to get good coverage, but this is very nice. It's a little more obviously than Waterfresh tint. So I'm gonna now do the Waterfresh tint. So I'm gonna clean off my brush and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the opposite hand. It's gonna be fun because I'm totally right-handed. So let's just try this, huh? Probably should just I may just need to wash my hands off. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm actually just gonna put it on my palm of my arm here and go from there. So. Okay, this is the Waterfresh tint. So I don't know if you can tell the difference. I definitely can, but to the naked eye, the untrained eye that's not really into makeup may not notice the difference, but I definitely do. This definitely has more coverage. It feels, even though it's super comfy, super lightweight, it almost looks like a foundation versus this one where I definitely see my skin through. It didn't cover up my under eyes like the other one did. You can see all my moles. On this side, you see that it's kind of covered everything up. They're both equally dewy, I would say so. So I think, yeah, I really like that. It's different. Definitely more coverage. This one. So, they're both beautiful, but I do like this one. Because sometimes my only complaint with the Waterfresh tint was sometimes I want it to have maybe a little more coverage, so I just spot with my concealer, which is fine, but this one I feel like I don't have to do that, except my under eyes, of course, because I just have inherently dark circles. So I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup. I'm going to use the Becca Smashbox Medium Dark. So, little fun fact, apparently the Becca Cosmetics went out of business. I went to Ulta recently to pick up another orangey base concealer, because if you're trying to cancel out dark spots, it's always good with orange. And I was actually going for the to the MAC store, but they didn't have what I was looking for, something I used to use a long time ago. And the girl told me this one was a good option. It was one of the best sellers, and actually of the line, there's only like 2 or 3 things that Smashbox picked up, and this was one of them. So I've actually only used it for a few days, but I really like it. So I'm going to just put, so this is my Bobbi Brown touch up. Had this like forever, this brush. But I'm pleasantly surprised. I like this one a lot better than the Charlotte Tilbury brightener. This one is definitely darker and it cancels out a lot more color. And even my actual eye's a little bit dark. So I just put it all over there. Very nice. And then here. Very nice. So right off the bat, I don't know if you can tell, but this eye definitely looks more concealed. And it's definitely because of the base that I use, because the Waterfresh tint and the Complexion touch has so much more coverage that it took less effort to actually conceal. So now I'm just gonna powder. And I do like Charlotte Tilbury's finishing powders, so I'm gonna set them with that. Glowing Beauty, the Instant Look of Love palette in Glowing Beauty. So this was like the darker of the colors, like for the eyeshadows and things. So just gonna set all that there. In any place that looks a little bit oily. And I put on my eyelid so that it sets for the eyeshadow. All right, so now we have the Waterfresh Tint Blush. Ooh, I'm so excited. So this one is in actually the color, what is it? Sorry, Intense Coral. I'm a sucker for coral colors in general. So yeah, this was speaking my language. The other ones look kind of light. I'm not sure how they're gonna kind of perform. But the nice thing is it comes with this little brush, and from what I understand, it's really helpful to use this to put it along your cheeks. So let's start. I'm sure it's going to be a similar consistency to the actual Waterfresh tint, a little more runny, a little thinner. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, that looks nice, and I probably didn't even need to do 2 pumps, but as you can see, that same runny consistency. So with any of these products, I have always started to put it on the back of my hand and then my brush. You don't want to put it on the brush and on your face. You're gonna waste so much product that way. So that's the color. That's pretty. But as you see, it's gonna give you just a little touch of color. So let's try this. Exciting. I love a blush that is so effortless. Oh my God, I love it. Love it already. Look at it. Oh, it looks like flush cheeks, like naturally flush cheeks. Oh, this is so pretty. And as far as I can see, it's not interrupting the makeup underneath. Okay, let's get some more of that. Now this does dry down a little fast, so really be careful with, you know, putting too much and then it's dry on your hand already. So I'm gonna do one more pump, just a little bitty pump, okay, to finish out my left side. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous, and I'm so glad I picked this color. I don't know if I want to try any more colors because I mean, this one is a perfect pigmentation. The other ones look way too light because you can see like this is just a flush of color. It's really pretty. If you want that makeup, no makeup look, which Chanel is, you know, always about, this is your jam. I love it. But if you are a little darker than I am, let's see if you can build it up because I don't know if it's gonna really show up on you. So I'm gonna put one more little pump and I'm gonna go over top that again. See if I can bring out this color a little more. I mean, there's a little something more. But I would probably go into the next color, which I believe is like a deep apricot or something of that effect. So nice. And it did not disrupt my makeup underneath. So the foundation is still all good. This is so pretty. And because it is water-based, like you can still, your cheeks look so moisturized. Oh, nice. And the other one kind of sometimes is a little sticky. This one doesn't feel sticky. I probably just took some off because I didn't let it dry before I did that, but I love it. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup to finish out this look, and I'll be back and see everything in its full glory. So I just popped on a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette and underneath as the base, and then I put a couple of Colourpop colors, Super Shocks. So, you know, I'm typically a luxury makeup lover, but Colourpop's Super Shocks and their eyeliners, underneath liners, I love. The Colourpop Super Shocks don't last very long, but I think I figured out how to make them work when they dry out, which happens about 6 months plus. We'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, I just popped it on the top of my eyeshadow on my lid, and then I put on a little mix of Dior's lip glow in rose gold and the color Cherie in the, what is it? In the Rouge Dior. So here's Cherie, which is a gorgeous color. Oh my God, I love it so much. I haven't got a lot of use out of it yet, but I thought it would make such a cute like color combination. And this melted in the car, so that's why it looks crazy like that. But this is the lip glow in rose gold, which totally looks more orangey, I would say. So I thought, oh, perfect. But it looks very shimmer shiny. It's got a lot of sparkle. Anyway, I thought it worked. Okay, so upon putting on my other makeup application, I noticed with the Waterfresh tint, because I was touching my face and it hadn't dried yet, you have to be careful because the color can start to rub off. So I would say once you've set that, make sure once you place it on your cheeks, make sure to not touch those areas wherever you place the blush, because I place it here, here, here. Don't touch it for a few minutes. And then I set it with some of my PRINTEMPS highlighter here. So that's where I got the little highlight. I put just a little there, but overall I love what I've chosen. I highly recommend both products. I think they are a great addition to the Chanel line. The smells are very minimal, if any, very minimal. Probably their least scented perfumes that I'm aware of. Now I will let you know the amount that they give you in the Complexion Touch is 20 milliliters or 0.04 ounces. And the standard Waterfresh tint is 30 milliliters, 1 fluor ounce. And honestly, I think the reason why is because you'll need a lot less of this than this. Because it's so watery, you saw how watery it was, it's gonna require a lot more application, more pumps. Where this one, I literally just needed like 1, 2, face is done, if that. So with that being said, yes. So hopefully this helped you make your decision in regards to if you want to purchase these items. I love them. Definitely staples now in my makeup collection. So I hope you guys are having a great day. You have a wonderful week. All right, darlings, have a wonderful day. Bye.